Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Props to the ops. Don't call the cops, it's just the late night ops. They said, the ops don't stop. They said, ops. They said, ops, please stop. And the ops said, nah. The operations continue. The ops don't stop. Good morning. It's Thanksgiving. I do have a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful for my home. That is where I live. I'm thankful for being able to be here. The opportunities that I have. And you know what? Some people think the ops should have never fucking existed. Well, it just makes every day better. It's like, well, guess what? The ops is here, and, sorry about your luck, but the ops don't stop. Shout out to Jimmy Fallon for doing shows for Thanksgiving. Shout out to NBC in general, because the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is still going on. Very happy about that. And Jimmy Fallon will be on at some point, probably about 10 or so. And I really appreciate what he has done for the Tonight Show. And obviously I would love to see Conan on there, as he should have been, but as I said before in my Thank You Conan video, if there's anybody in the world that deserves it after Conan, it would have been Jimmy. And he's he's a good guy. People always talk shit about his fake laugh. Well, that doesn't bother me that much. I think it's pretty clear Jimmy's like a pretty genuine, nice guy, and I think the only reason he does fake laugh. I think the only reason is because excuse me. The only reason is because he's a nice guy, alright? You're going on Tonight Show, trying to make people fucking laugh, and it's just kind of his style, I can't, that's just his personality. Some people, could pull that off. Like, Letterman was a little more snarky, I guess. And, James Corden is kind of like the nice guy type. I think he's just better at fake laughing. But yeah, shout out to Jimmy Fallon. Thank you for doing shows throughout the week. And one of my favorite things he does is he started Sunday night Tonight shows after Sunday Night Football. Because he actually fucking is here for the people. I respect that. And his operations continue as well. So, even though it's raining, I drove the sidekick around. And a sidekick is basically like a poor man's Jeep. And, they got 10 different names. a Geo, a Jeep. But this one is called a Suzuki. Went down yonder on a fucking Shadow Suzuki. But yeah. So we'll be watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and you know, the ops had to fucking pretty much realize that the Late Night Ops Live TV Radio Hour number 10, it took me 10 episodes to realize that it's a podcast, alright? I'd rather call it talk radio. Talk radio podcast. But as I said on the live stream last night, I just don't like the idea of like another fucking podcast. And I'm an old media, new media type of guy. You know? I'm down for Netflix. But I'm also down to not see network TV die out. I'm also down for Spotify, but I'm not down for CDs to be fucking non-existent. So, it is what it is. I just know, even in high school, my favorite artists, the ones that I like the most, I would always buy their physical CD. And then also, when iTunes was a fucking thing, which maybe it still is, but the ops opted out of fucking iTunes. Mainly because, well, yeah, I guess because of streaming. But before that, iTunes was like pretty much the number one, or like one of the only ways to get music other than LimeWire. Shout out to LimeWire. And here's a deep cut. Shout out to fucking FrostWire. After the FBI fucking raided the LimeWire guy or whatever happened, people look for alternatives, and I found FrostWire. Same thing. It's just blue. And I had a fucking Zune at one point. My favorite thing about Zune was the look of it. It was pretty fucking slick. But the where Zune fucking sucked was pretty much the setup. The downloading, it's just a lot clearer and easier on iTunes. And also, people are checking the fucking Microsoft Zune store for the top albums. And if I'm gonna purchase, then I would like my numbers to count. Which is throwback to all the Man on the Moon. Shout out to Man on the Moon 3 randomly coming out. You know, they say the things come to us at our own best timing. Things we work for, at least. And, you know, I've been the Man on the Moon the whole time. So the Man on the Moon 3, I find that very crazy, but because I remember Cuddy saying that his label was begging for the fucking album. And he said, nah. So he gave us Wizard. No, wait, maybe Indica came out first. I think Indica was 2011. Let's see. I think Indica was 2011 and Wizard was 2012. Indica. You know, I thought... It's funny because it's a party album, so I thought it'd be... Oh, I was right. Alright, so he gave us Wizard 2012, Indica 2013. And he said Indica was like his party album. Like, I guess like a weed smoker album. Kind of like the Chronic 01, that's what he compared it to. But Wizard, damn. Wizard is probably one of the most underrated albums, definitely. Dot the Genius and Kid Cudi are WZRD, Wizard. Shout out to Wizard, the King Wizard. And during the Indica era, he said he was going to put gold framing on everything he did because his shit was art. So shout out to that. I like Indica. I'm not down for like every song on there really, but it's pretty impressive. Immortal, unfuckwittable, which I think Cudi coined that phrase, so shout out. And he says Wizard's not over. They said, Cudi tweeted, we just take a break every 10 years, which the best music does come out slowly. That's why I used to consider Rick Ross like... I used to like Rick Ross. Then he released like 37 fucking albums. And it's like, alright, well this thing's special. Same with Chris Brown. The last album I heard he had like fucking 40 songs on it, and it's like... You know, the greatest albums of all time are all short and sweet. They cut the fat off. That's what it's about. Off the Wall is short. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Off the Wall might be better than Thriller. I'm just gonna say it. But it's two different eras. You got bursting into the 80s sound and leaving the disco behind. I remember hearing a thing like the day disco died. The Day Disco Died examines the death of disco music in America and the many cultural factors that led to its demise. Can we get a date? July 12th, 1979. Disco fucking died. So, MJ put out Off the Wall. He said, alright, disco, fuck out of here. And went on to the 80s thump. And he probably did it better than anybody. And a transitional period like that, so shout out. So I just wanted to make a quick, you know, Thanksgiving, thanks video. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the opportunities that I've been given. Because I know that if I didn't live here, then let's face it, I'd be living in the fucking hilltop. And I like rap, I like hip hop, but I'm not a hilltop guy, alright? Fucking scary, it really is. Well, follow Late Night Ops TV, subscribe to the fucking channel, all that bullshit. Follow Late Night Ops FM, which I might change that to the Late Night Ops Talk Pod or something. But we're gonna see. Hit the ops line, 614-769-3812 for, you know, fucking whatever. And this phone is only for live stuff because the answering machine doesn't work. It just rings and rings and fucking rings. So shout out to that. Alright, well, the ops is opting through obstacles with his optics. They said ops. They said ops, stop it. But the ops said no. Alright, thank you. And have a happy Thanksgiving. And the ops is out. Take care.